Sagittarius welcomes whatever comes out. Let's see what Spirit has for you in terms of messages. We'll start with some oracles. This one just genuinely wants to fly out. Okay. All right. Let's see for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What messages do you have? Do one more shuffle. All right, cool. So you had experience fly out, the devil, and love. And at the bottom you have warrior. Some of you are experiencing a very toxic relationship at this point in time. It's kind of cutthroat. You are experiencing some toxic relationships. Some of you, these are platonic, right? So it doesn't always have to be love, but we do love our friends. So I see here that you are experiencing some toxicity within a friend group or a love dynamic at this point in time. Spirit is acknowledging that you need to kind of summon your own courage to move forward and cut out the people that no longer serve you, right? He's got a chainsaw, okay? It might get messy, right? There's blood everywhere. Might get messy, but at the end of the day, it's going to be for your highest good. And see, like, I don't know why I'm looking at this, and I feel like this is like your spirit guides or like your ancestors. There's someone that's really in the ethers right now that's overseeing this experience that you're having at this point in time, and they're calling judgment. I'm telling you that right now. So this is something that's going to be inevitable. So if you are having issues within a friend dynamic, in a relationship, you are being guided to cut it out, to definitely cut this out. Because again, we don't see everything that people do behind our backs, right? But like Spirit does. And there's a reason that you're experiencing this, why you're experiencing some tumultuous energy right now. It's because it's the universe stepping in to push out everything that doesn't serve you at this point in time. Like this has been a very karmic year, and karma needs to restore its balance. And so a lot of the times, like where there's illusion with people, because it is hard to get rid of, sometimes it's easier to get rid of a love interest than it is a friend, right? And sometimes vice versa. Or sometimes both are easy, or sometimes both are hard. But I feel like in this situation, it's definitely going to be like hard. And some of you do need to pray on it. Some of you need to meditate on this. Some of you have been praying. You're like, God, like, just get me out of this. Or like, God, like, show me something. And God's like, all right, cool, I got you. But you got to be willing to go and roll with the punches, because this isn't going to be something that's pretty. There has to be a lesson that's served in all of this so that you don't go through this again, right? And a lot of you have to let go of these people with love. Okay, and I know that that's hard. It's hard to not want to be petty, especially if people deserve it. I'm not saying you got to tell them I love you, but I think you have to do this in a way that's graceful. You have to do this in a way where it's like, look, like, no bad blood, but you're just not for me anymore. And you need to move forward, and you need to stick to your conviction here. Otherwise, you're going to continue to be in these cycles that are going to turn into a nightmare, and you're going to wish that you had taken this opportunity to just cut everybody out. And the way I see it here is, I don't think this is a gift, but it could be, right? It kind of looks like a gift. It's not, but it looks like one. So what I'm seeing here is that, like, you're being gifted an opportunity to walk away from these people now with grace and with love. Because I see it being like uglier than what it should be, right? And I just put the deck. So again, stop obsessing whether or not these people are for you. You've been given the signs. So if you know you're in a toxic relationship, it's time to get out of it. If you know that your friends are toxic, it's time to get out of it. Like, you don't have time to mess around. Like, people don't understand that when you continue to stay in stagnant energy, you are only delaying the right energy from coming in. And I don't know about you guys, but if you don't believe that you have a higher purpose, that's okay. You're not quite enlightened, but this is why you watch tarot, right? To get the enlightenment. So what you have to understand is that every single time that you're wasting time on an energy, that's a person, place, or thing, you're only delaying the right energy to come in. We all have lessons to teach each other. We got people to meet, places to go, things to do. And so you only delay the timeline when you do that. And so therefore adjustments have to be made. So again, when Spirit's coming in and causing all of this chaos for you, just know that it's for a reason, because you got somewhere to be. Like, I don't know how much more important of a person you need to to feel that you are. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, like I just, at the bottom here again, like, this is a gift. This is a blessing. Go with it. Stop making excuses. Stop delaying it. Just get it over with already. And I don't know why I have to spend so long on that message, but that's just what they want me to tell you guys. Let's see what else. What else, sorry, does Sagittarius need to know at this point in time? Okay. I feel like you had enough cards come out. All right, so you have the Two of Wands, the King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Temperance, Fool, the Ten of Pentacles, and then at the bottom you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so what I am definitely seeing here is a little bit of confirmation on what the first reading was. Two of Wands, you're still stuck in your head about making a decision. So some of you are just still holding on to these past situations. You want to move forward, but you're like, oh, you're still holding on, right? It's because you got a lot of love for these people. You know what I mean? King of Cups is nothing but love. But at the same time, too, you're tired of these like small offers that people give you, the small things that people give you when you give these big grand gestures, right? So it's like, it's not about the size of something, but it is about the quality of something, right? So it's like, if you're the kind of person that gives all your time and, you know, you're always paying for things, but like, you know, at the very least, let's say you're the person that pays for dinners and for going out, right? You buy drinks. And then it's like, let's say just to test it out, you ask a friend like, hey, like, can you buy me a soda or something? And they're like, oh, like, I guess, like, I don't have a lot of money, but I guess, like, don't you have money? You normally, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not an equal give and take situation at all. And so you're tired of these small kind of like offers that people have been giving you, especially when you've been so genuine and generous with your time and with your resources. And so now you want to go and you want to be Nine of Pentacles. You want to be single. You want to be abundant. And this doesn't have to be a relationship, right? Like, you just want to be single from your friends. You just want to be alone. That's all you want right now, is you want to be alone. You want to focus on your money. You want to focus on you. You want to focus on what makes you feel good. And in time with Temperance, if this is the route that you take, if you genuinely cut these people, places, things off, you're going to find yourself in a new beginning where you're dealing with people of quality, right? Ten of Pentacles talks about, like, yes, money and all of that. But it's also about quality, right? It's like, it's the best that you can get of a card outside of the Ten of Cups. So what I'm really seeing here is that once you remove yourself from these group of people, or once you remove yourself from this relationship, you find yourself being fulfilled. Like, you're filling your own cups, right? You see how the water is kind of going back and forth. Like, you fill your own cup because you're learning how to take from what you used to give, right? So all that time, energy, and love that you gave to these people, you're now transferring it to your cup. And so that's what makes you fulfilled. And that's what gives you the courage and the passion and the willingness to start a new beginning. And that yields you genuine friends, genuine places, genuine experiences, money for some of you. So again, like, removing your energy from people that do not serve your highest good is going to be in your best interest, because with this Knight of Wands kind of tying everything together, you find this passionate new beginning. You know, some of you might even meet somebody that's so passionate about life, or maybe passionate about the same things that you're interested in. And next thing you know, you're dealing with this person, or you have this vitality for life again, like zest, you know? So this is just further confirmation that whatever's going on in your life, if you feel like it's toxic and it's not working out for you in your best interest at this point in time, and it's causing other areas of your life to start to lack, this is the universe's way of saying, hey, we're trying to get you out of this. Stop resisting. You know what I mean? Like, stop resisting. Just let it happen. All right. Are there any love messages or money messages? Let's see whatever comes out for Sagittarius. Do you have any messages for the sign of Sagittarius? Okay. This is a money message. It's pretty clear. Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, further confirming it's a financial message, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and just for the hell of it, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? A lot of you are walking away and you're going into hermit mode. You're like, I could do bad and good all by my damn self. And so that is exactly what you're doing. You are now focusing on you. You're focusing on your coins. You're focusing on your stability. You're focusing on your mental health. You're focusing on things that really, truly matter to you. And so you're choosing to walk away from anything that you have to overexert yourself from. Again, you see all these crows right here? You're like, they're like, hey, come out, hey. And you're like, nope, sorry, can't hear you. My coins are speaking louder than you are right now, my friend, or my ex-friend. So you are definitely walking away to focus on yourself. You're like lone wolfing it right now. One man wolf pack, right? And so because of that, you get a financial blessing. So whether that's because you're no longer hanging out with friends that deplete you or drain you financially, right? You're the one that's always paying for things, like maybe now you're saving more money, or because you detached yourself from that and you passed that test, Spirit is blessing you with a new financial opportunity via a job. But that's going to require you to block out the past. See all these birds here trying to come up to you? You're the one at the top and you're like, no. Like, you are setting boundaries with at least 7 people, right? There's 7 ones. Yeah, that's what I see for that. And again, these are people that are third-party energy. These people broke your heart. They broke your heart because you didn't think that you would have to be put in this position to have to cut people out, to block people, to do anything like that, right? But the more that your soul was bothered by this situation, the more that you just didn't have a choice but to make that choice to cut everybody out and block the people you needed to. And so at the end of the day, though, like, this is actually confirmation with the Ace of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, right? Because right now you're on this journey. You're like, okay, how do I make money? How do I save money? What do I do? Like, I'm ready for new. That you become so curious that you become the Queen of Pentacles. And your money's right, your stability's right, your mental health is right. Like, you got right, you know? And I don't know how long you need to be in hermit mode. Sometimes you need to be in hermit mode for a month. Sometimes more than a month, right? Whatever it's going to take for you to get right with you, take that. Don't let other people rush your healing process, right? Don't let other people interfere. Sometimes you need to be within your own company in order to understand you a little bit better so that you can navigate. Because when you have all these energies around you, it's hard to know where to go and what to do, because everybody's got their voice in your ear. Everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's like, hey, come hang out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Everybody's a distraction. So you need to minimize the distraction. All right, any last messages for the sign of Sagittarius? Out here tearing things apart. The card did fall. But let me pull these. Oh, it's the first card though. All right, you have the High Priestess, Judgment, the Two of Candles, the Four of Claws, the Page of Castles, which is Pentacles, and the Ten of Crypts. So that's the Ten of Cups. At the bottom, you have the Knight of Candles, which is Pentacles. Spirit is asking you to use your intuition to make your judgment calls. High Priestess, very intuitive, very spiritual, very secretive. So when you're in High Priestess mode, you're not telling other people what you're doing. You're not even your closest friends, family members, like, you're not letting them know what you're doing. So some of you might be encouraged to move in silence. Others of you, I don't know if you can see here in the back, you have somebody that's watching you. Now that could be your guides that are like kind of like in the room with you, that are giving you this heightened intuition. Intuition is such a blessing, especially when you know that it's becoming a little bit more heightened, especially when you start to use it. because it will never fail you. I'm telling you that right now from experience. It will never fail you. So the more that you allow your intuition to come into play and kind of help you navigate and make certain decisions, the better you're going to be for it, because this is a judgment, right? The judgment card is also a very spiritual card. When the high priestess and the judgment come out, for me, I feel like that's kind of like your guide saying like, look, we're here, but we're taking over. So everything that you think right now that you're deciding on your own is actually something that's being decided by your spirit guides and your angels. Like, this is like higher ups. They're saying like, it's time for you to get out of this situation and stop being in the two of candles, right? Stop being in the two of wands kind of energy. Because at the end of the day, this is going to be for your highest good, right? And because we don't know what that is, you just have to go with your gut instinct. So if you feel right now like you need to cut people off, then do it. That's what all of your messages have been. Like, you guys just need to cut people out. It's time for you to be in hermit mode. It's time for you to let go of the past and move forward. Again, with the hermit mode, right? With the Four of Swords, it talks about taking a pause. And you need to start giving to yourself, right? The Page of Castles, Page of Coins, like, because at the end, in the last one, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Now you're getting the Ten of Cups, right? And what did I say earlier? The highest card in the deck outside of the Ten of Pentacles is the Ten of Cups. You guys have wish fulfillment coming in, but that only happens when you start to take yourself away from people that are taking from you. You gotta stand in your energy, take your energy back. You gotta let people know who you are, in the sense of like, maybe you're the type of person that's been taken advantage of time and time again, that now you're like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I'm just gonna go and do what I need to do, and later, you know? And so people are like, they didn't think that they had to take you seriously because they always thought that you were gonna be there. So again, I'm just really feeling like you guys are being asked and called to really stand in your power. You're being guided for sure. You've got your spirit guides. If you believe in it, doesn't matter, they're there. You've got like people higher than this plane watching over you. So you're highly protected at this moment, and you are being highly guided out of this tumultuous time. And for those of you that are resisting, it's going to be a little bit harder than if you just go with the flow and just have faith and trust. So for those of you that are going through the situation, let this be confirmation. I hope that this is reassuring and letting you know that if you've questioned if this is something you should be doing, the answer is yes. All right, Sagittarius, hope this helped. See you guys in the next one.